going through the motions, you end the race and wonder if it really was that fulfilling. I don't want to ever ask that question.
That's just wild.
Wyatt Moss. Wyatt Moss. David Wyatt Moss.
And that's what the 50 Stage Challenge is. It's labeling my time with memories so that at least for this 1 year, 2024, I can look back on it and say, I did something great.
Oh my gosh.
My name is Wyatt Moss, and in 2024, I ran a marathon in all 50 states, and it changed my life. I'm walking over to the Houston Marathon right now, having the time of my life. Like, this is awesome. I love this feeling going into a challenge. Let's get it started. Not knowing what to expect, having the time of my life.
Great job, guys. Well done.
Never been in this much pain in my hamstrings. Here. 1 down, 49 to go. Let's ride. There's a ton of people here. There's like 20,000 people right there. When you give up, it's hard to start back up again. Oh man. Well, we had to walk the last 3 miles, but we finished. Miami Marathon is in the books. Got Mississippi next week. Let's ride. At the end of 2023, I decided that I needed a challenge so big that I would change myself to the core. I'd have to change my bad habits. I'd have to become better in every aspect. And so I decided at the end of 2023, would it be possible to run a marathon, 26.2 miles, over 50 weeks in all 50 states? A feat that takes most people a lifetime to accomplish. Could I achieve something so great in such a short amount of time with relatively no training, low finances, and no idea of how in the world I'd be able to pull it off? So back in December of 2023, when I really committed to this challenge, I was confronted with a financial obstacle. And I think that was the main difficulty that I was facing going into the challenge, is how am I gonna pay for this? I'm a woodworker, I build tables. And so then I figured like, I wanna invest in my woodworking journey. Let me try to buy some slabs of wood that I could sell. And so all the money that I had saved up, I put it into buying $10,000 of wood that just dried in my garage, money that I could have put towards the 50 Stage Challenge. And so there were a couple months there where, and I would say months, like a couple months where I was just out of it. I'd come home from running a marathon in the middle of South Dakota to go out and knock on doors to get a pressure washing contract to pay for the marathon that very next weekend, 4 days later. And to be stuck in that cycle for so long, it was not a fun time, months of that. The time when it got very difficult financially was the marathon in Omaha, right before Omaha, Nebraska. I was out of money, and it was after weeks on end, months even. I was at a standstill of like, all right, if I'm gonna complete this challenge, something's gotta change. I can't do this for the next 4 months of the year. I have to have a way to get out of this cycle of not ever having enough. So I was like, all right, Lord, to give it up to you. And that Friday before flying out to Omaha, which I was telling myself would be the last marathon of the year if I couldn't find a way to pay for the rest of the marathon weekends, I sold my first couple slabs from a year earlier. Like, how in the world did everything play out? I have no idea. I'm still trying to comprehend it. One step at a time.
Good morning. It is a crisp 32 degrees here in Jacksonville, Wyoming for the 35th marathon. Mile 4, mile 5, mile 13. The infamous mile 18, 2-0. Mile 24, mile 26, 35th marathon of the 50 States Marathon Challenge, Jacksonville, Wyoming. We got Boulder tomorrow morning. Let's ride. We're here at the 39th marathon of the 50 States Marathon Challenge, Chicago, Illinois. First world major. Let's have ourselves a day. I can barely breathe because there's so many people. But I'm having a great time. Mile 13, halfway. Mile 25. There you go.
The phrase that I've been using, no matter what, we'll always find a way. We have to. If we're gonna pull off the 50 States Marathon Challenge in 2024, and we've come this far, we have to find a way to keep going forward.
Let's ride.
Because if I missed one weekend, that would be enough to knock me off for the rest of the year. And it gave me all the encouragement in the world to find a solution, no matter what the cost.
Let's ride. How's it going? Well, we're here in Des Moines, Iowa for the 41st marathon of the 50 States Marathon Challenge. Yesterday was in jeans, today is in jorts. Mile 9, mile 24, last 100 meters. All right, we did it. The I-35 Challenge, number 40 and 41, Kansas City, Missouri, and Des Moines, Iowa. It was tough, but we did it. In jorts and jeans. Let's ride. Washington, D.C., 42nd marathon of the 50 States Marathon Challenge. T-Rex is deflated, but my motivation is high. Let's ride. Mile 22, mile 24, let's ride. We got 8 more to go for the year. Back-to-back double marathon weekends next week and the week after. I don't know how I'm gonna do after my Achilles just absolutely got destroyed on that race, but hey, we move forward 1 week at a time. That's next week's problem. Let's ride. I honestly want to cry. I think I just made the worst mistake of my entire life. And I'm not joking when I say this. This is the worst thing that could have happened this entire year. If you don't know, I'm running a marathon in all 50 states in 2024. And the New York City Marathon, the most popular marathon in the world, was set to be my marathon for New York. And so the way that I got in, I emailed Marathon Photo, the photographer organization for the New York City Marathon, and they gave me a free race bib. I was gonna race for Marathon Photo with the QR code on my back so I could give a discount to everyone who was running and saw me on the course. Everything was lined up, they trusted me. They sent me an application and I had until September 10th to fill it out. I thought I filled out the application to the most popular marathon in the world, a free guaranteed entry to the most popular marathon in the world. I didn't fill out the application. I thought I did, but I filled out the regular application, not the one that they sent to me that was due by September 10th. It is now October 29th. The marathon is in 4 days and I don't have a race bib. There's always so many details going on. These small details slip through the cracks. This was not a small detail. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. This is probably the worst thing that could have happened in this entire year. I got a free entry into the New York City Marathon and I didn't follow through. That is entirely on me.
To not succeed at the 50 States Marathon Challenge would put me in a very dark place, because it would mean that I have failed at everything I have committed my life to doing for the past 4 years. So to fail, my brain doesn't even let me Think about it. Yeah, it's so funny. I can't even comprehend it. I can't even comprehend what failing this year would look like. I think that's why I've always found a way. It's like, I can't fail again. There's not room for error. There's not room to stop. I have to make this happen, because if I don't, I've completely failed at everything I've set my life up to do. Like, to be a complete failure by not doing the 50 States Marathon Challenge, it'd be tough to ever bounce back. And yeah, brings a tear to your eye to even think about. So, yeah. I guess my mind is wired the way it is, that there's just no option for failure. I have to find a way, that there is a way. There has to be a way. And yeah. Because when I was 6 years old, my dad didn't think that there was a way out. And so he left this world. And there's always a way. I think it's, if someone else can do it, I can do it too. People have gotten through worse things than this challenge, and so there has to be a way to get through it. There's no challenge that can be thrown your way that is too difficult to overcome. You can do whatever it is that comes your way. You can overcome any obstacle. You have to wire yourself. You have to rewire your brain. There is no option to end it, to take the easy route out. You can't just leave. You were born into this set of problems. That is the set of obstacles that you're trying to overcome. For you to leave them behind would mean that they're unsolved, that your load to carry in this world is uncarried. So it's not only a responsibility that you owe to yourself, but to others and to God. You're born into this world to take on the obstacles that are thrown your way, to carry that load in the world. For you to not carry it leaves everyone else with a hole in their heart. And so you just have to rewire your brain entirely. There is a way. I have to do this. This is my weight to carry. I was born for this. I was born into the world to carry this weight. And so for me to not carry it robs the world of something great. And so there always is a way. So about 4 years ago, Nana moved up from South Georgia, and I don't know, after a couple of years of living in a nursing home, my mom didn't really want her to stay there for the remaining years that she had with us. And so mom moved her into the apartment above the garage, and for the past 2 years, Nana's been living with us at the house. Hey, Nana.
Couldn't believe it. I'm 91 and
You don't know where the time went?
I don't know.
it's very isolated up there. You know, it's very difficult for Nana to get around, to go see people, to experience anything outside of the room that she lives in. One of the fun things about this challenge is throughout the year I've been able to go up there and bring back part of the world to Nana. She's been to 49 states, she's seen the US, and so to have a reminder of those things and to live vicariously through my marathon weekends has been a really special thing that we've gotten to share this whole year. I was supposed to race for the photographer organization for the marathon, but I forgot to sign up in time.
No.
And so then last week on Thursday, I didn't have a race bib. Now, New York City is the most difficult marathon in the world to get into. It's the most popular.
How many?
50,000 runners.
Oh, 50,000.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, yeah. I got a race bib last minute to the New York City Marathon. Guess the company that gave it to me.
Oh.
MasterCard.
MasterCard?
Yeah,
Oh.
the credit card company.
Oh, good.
Yes, very good. I think after the second marathon, when I realized that, you know, number 50 is Hawaii, I just have to bring Nana with me when I go to Hawaii. I don't think that she thought she'd be here to see the end of the challenge. Yeah, it's been a highlight of my relationship with her that I never knew I'd get to share. But I guess that's something we have in common, is that we've both really like to travel the US. And so to bond over that has been incredible. And yeah, I'm so excited to bring her with me to Hawaii for number 50.
Well, we're here in Tulsa, Oklahoma at the start of the 49th marathon of the 50 States Marathon Challenge. I'm not even half mile in, and this beard is getting real annoying. Let's make today great. I'm gonna be honest, this is sad. Here in Tulsa, Oklahoma for number 49. I don't even want to run because I don't want it to be over. Last year, this was just an idea. I had a full beard, not like this, a real one. My life was completely different. So much has changed in this past year. We're actually here, number 49. A week away from number 50. And it's sad. I'm excited because we actually did it. We're here. Now I have the confidence to do even bigger things. But it is kind of saying goodbye to my past year of development, which is tough. I don't know. Back in it. Thank you.
They call me crazy cause I'm facing all giants. They try to scare me with the fact that I can fight. They tell me I should never even think of trying. But that's just me, I'm gonna live out in defiance.
not many people know this, but when I first dropped out of college, I wanted to do something. I was like, all right, I need to get out of my house. Flights to Hawaii were really cheap. So I actually flew to Hawaii and I lived there for a month with no money and no idea what I was supposed to do with my life. I remember driving that whole route that we had just ran on a moped back in 2021. It's almost like that full circle moment that I had this idea to go to all 50 states, and now we're back running that final marathon. For once, I've actually pulled off an idea successfully, beyond expectations, beyond anything I ever could have asked for. So then seeing Nana at the finish line, that was just incredible. And like, I think that moment is when I kind of blacked out. I just started sobbing, and all I have is like all the videos that people recorded of me pushing Nana for that last half mile at the finish line. And every single time I watched back those videos, I was just sobbing watching the footage. You know, you have that buildup of the whole year, and then the culmination of the 50 States Marathon Challenge, pushing Nana for that last half mile. It was definitely something special, something I'll never forget. I actually did it. Ran a marathon in all 50 states, and I completed a 50 States challenge. That moment with Nana kind of capped off the challenge. We did it.
We're renegades.